Hello, boys and girls. Today is Friday, September 18th. It's our last phonics lesson of the week. We're working on short A all week long and learning how to blend those words and spell them. Today, we're going to do a little bit of practice saying the sounds of the word and then chopping the sounds of the word. The only thing you're going to need today is your little book that was either in your packet if you're Monday, Tuesday kids, and if you're Thursday kids, I sent it home yesterday, or your teacher sent them home yesterday. Okay, so it's 2 pages. It's a little book like this, and it's called The Bat, the Cat, and My Hat. Before we use that, though, we're just going to do a little bit of things together. So we're going to start with phoneme blending. So I'm going to give you some sounds, and then I want you to say the word bat to me. So I'm going to give you 3 sounds. At. Blend that together and tell me what word that is. Good, mat. Okay, the next one is at. Blend it. Set. Good job. At. Cat. Okay, next one is add. Dad. Perfect. And the last one is add. Bad. Very good. You're becoming pros at that. Okay, now I'm going to give you, we're going to do opposite. I'm going to give you the word, and you're going to chop it. So when you're on your arm, as you say the sounds, go like this, and then you can kind of count the number of sounds in the word. We'll do the first one together. So if I said at, you would say at, and that had 2 sounds. Okay, the next one is mat. Chop it and say the sounds. Okay, so you should have done at. And how many sounds? 3. Next one is man. Okay, so you should have done and man. 3 sounds. Okay, next one is sat. Chop it. Good. Sat. Sat. It had 3 sounds. And the last one is sad. Okay. Sad. Sad. 3 sounds. Very good. Okay, so we're getting pretty good at blending our words. So I'm going to point to these words, and I want you to see if you can read them quickly for me. Of course, I can't hear you, but you're going to try to read them quickly at home. Okay, ready? Okay, so remember, we've talked a lot about how when you're sounding it out, that's okay, because that's what you need to do. Sat. We're trying to get a little quicker at that, seeing every letter as we say it. Sat. Sat. Can. My eyes are going from letter to letter as I say that. Can. Man. Nap. So that's how you do it. So you can continue building words like we were doing on the board, where you write words and then you erase a part and you write another word. Erase the beginning. You could do a first letter. You can change the last letter. Just practice doing those words. Okay, boys and girls. And next week we're going to learn about short I, it. Okay, so for our lesson that you're going to do, we're going to do a little bit together, and then you can put your book together and do it at home. I'm going to move you over a little bit so you can see the smart board. And I have the book on my smart board that you have at home. Okay, so before you make it, because if you don't have a stapler at home, you don't have to cut it and make a book. But afterwards you can, if you have a stapler at home or tape that you could, I don't know if tape will work, but you could try to put it together. So the pages are numbered. When you cut it out, you would cut on the dotted lines, and then they're numbered. So there's 4 on this page, and then on the next page, there's 4 more. And this is just kind of to parents, tells parents things they can do with you with the book. Okay. So what we're going to start with Oh, I told you didn't need anything else, but you do need something to circle with. So if you have a pencil, crayon, highlighter, you can pause me a second. I'm sorry, that was my fault. If you pause me and get a highlighter, crayons, pencil, whatever, to write with something. Okay. Oops, I'm going to move that down a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for a words, and we're going to highlight or circle, whatever you have to use. You could circle or highlight, okay? And I'm going to use my highlighter I have set on mine. So everywhere we see an at word, I just want you to highlight it or circle it. Okay. So I see bat in the title and cat in the title and hat. Then you just keep going on each word or each page, I'm sorry. Everywhere you see an at. Oh, I see the name Nat. Nat was in our story. And then we'll read this page before we go to the second one. Okay, pause me if you need to so you can finish highlighting. And then come back and we're going to read. Try to read together the bat, the cat, and my hat. What's kind of cool is there are so many words, like the words that are not highlighted in the title. We know all those words. Those are kindergarten words. So we know these, and then the ones that are highlighted are a words. And actually, in this book, they're all at words, so they rhyme. So you have the bat, the cat, and my hat. We know that's the title. It's on the first page. It's big, has capital letters at the beginning of the important words. Okay, let's look over here. We're going to read page 2 together. The bat took my hat. Did you see that? There are some where, like took, you might not know. You might need to try to sound out, and you might need some help with some of the words on this page. So that bat took her hat. Okay, let's see what Nat the cat says or does. Nat the cat ate the bat. Nat is getting fat. Silly Nat. Okay. Now my hat and the bat are inside Nat the cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go to the next page. This is an awfully silly story, isn't it, boys and girls? Sometimes authors make silly stories just to entertain us. Okay, now we're going to find the next page. And we're going to do the same thing. You're going to highlight your at words. You can pause me if you need to. I'm going to do it very quickly. But let's look at that first one. That is a word wall word. That is what. That doesn't say at. So I'm not going to highlight that one. If you already did, that's okay. You could just maybe put an X or just leave it. But that one does not say at. That one says what. But it's okay if you already highlighted it. I see this one. This one. Okay. You can pause me for a second and finish highlighting. And when you're ready to read, come back. Okay, so now she knows that Nat the cat ate the bat and her hat. What should I wear? Can you tell me that? A red mat? A small vat? A flat rat? And she's standing on that mat. Last page. Maybe I should wear Nat the cat as my new hat. That would be silly if she wore the cat as her new hat. Okay, so this book had lots of at words. You can go back through and try to read the book with somebody. You might need some help with some of those words like should and maybe. And then you can cut it into a book if you have a stapler. If you don't have a stapler, it's okay. You don't need to cut it. You can read it just like it is. Okay. And practice reading it. And then if you want to color the pictures, you can color the pictures. It's your book. You do not need to bring this back to your teacher, but you can send a picture if you'd like of the words that you circled or highlighted. That would be great, but you don't need to bring it back. Keep it and have fun if you want to color it. All right, boys and girls, that's our Friday's phonics lesson. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see some of you Monday and some of you on Wednesday. Bye.